So if what makes I and J a little bit different is this is not cosine theta and cosine theta. It's cosine of theta over 2 and cosine of 3 theta. So we have to approach this a little bit differently. Now, I think probably the most common mistake here is to want to multiply both sides by 2 to start off to cancel this out, but that doesn't work that way because this is not cosine times pi over 2, it's cosine of pi over 2. Like it's inside of it, it's part of its function. So it doesn't make sense to get rid of that divided by 2. So in our notes, I had suggested that you temporarily pretend like it's just a regular old theta, ignore that it's over 2 for a second, then work it as normal, and you go and say cosine is negative square root of 2 over 2 at 3 pi over 4 and anything coterminal to it, and 5 pi over 4 and anything coterminal to it. But you have to be careful because I may have written it as theta to help me find these locations, but it's not really theta, it's theta over 2 or x over 2. I should have said theta, but same thing. So I need to still solve this for x or for theta. So now you can multiply this side by 2, which means this side gets multiplied by 2. So I will multiply this by 2 and reduce the fraction. Multiply everything by 2 here. Now, why is it not okay to circle this as an answer yet? It just wants it's the directions. It wants the answers between 0 and 2 pi. So adding this stuff is not what it's looking for. However, these are the formulas that give you the answers. So it's saying one answer is at 3 pi over 2. Is 3 pi over 2 between 0 and 2 pi? Okay, so keep it. It says the next answer comes from adding 4 pi. If I add 4 pi to this, is it going to be between 0 and 2 pi? No. So I'm done with that formula. This formula says 5 pi over 2 is an answer. Is 5 pi over 2 between 0 and 2 pi? No. So then that can't even be an answer. If you add 4 pi to that, it's even further away from the answer. So those formulas help me find all the solutions, but there is only one solution between 0 and 2 pi. So again, I think the best approach, and you're welcome to work it a different way if you've got a more efficient way, but I think the best way is to pretend like it's theta, solve, and then go back and say, wait, I didn't solve for x, I solved for x over 2. Multiply everything by 2, multiply everything by 2, then you have the formulas that you can extract your final answers from. But if the directions had said solve, that would be much easier because I could have just circled these formulas and been done. Since it said find the answers between 0 and 2 pi, I have to use those formulas to extract the answers.